Hi there, this is Ray Glasser from Cleveland, Ohio, on Saturday, December the 12th, 2009. And this is my tribute video to my good friend that I just lost 3 days ago, Kerry Decker. In fact, in Kerry's honor, I'm wearing a nice bright Florida shirt. He and I both loved them, and we used to wear them a lot when we got together. Anyway, this video will focus on Kerry and myself, our friendship, what we did when we got together, the 9 or 10 times that we did meet together in person, and we'll go from there. Kerry and I actually met back in 1977, thanks to a magazine that was published out of Tallahassee, Florida, called the Video Files Newsletter. And the guy that published this newsletter managed to get together a whole bunch of people that have just bought the brand new Sony Betamax video recorder. And he thought it'd be a great idea that we traded tapes and videos through the mail. So we began subscribing to the newsletter, and we were in contact with people all around the country. Kerry wrote for the magazine, I wrote for the magazine, and one day either Kerry wrote me or I wrote him. I forgot who contacted who first, and we became friends. Kerry and I actually, more than anything else, were what you would call video pen pals. We corresponded more with video than anything else. We did what we call video letters, where we just sat in front of the camera, like I'm doing right now, talked to the camera. We talked about what's going on in our lives, our job, our marriage, whatever. Send it to the other guy. They would look at it and take notes and wait about a month and send back his reply. This went on for over 32 years. Kerry and I began the video letter back in 1977, and we still kept up with it here in 2009.
This is WKKD, Orlando.
Hey there, Ray. How you doing? You're sitting here at your TV set watching me. Yeah, I can see you. Hi there, Ray. I'm Kerry Decker, and I'm here taping to you in glorious black and white from Orlando, Florida. And this is actually take 2. I'll tell you about my mighty blunder, which I made in just a few minutes. But right now, it's about 1:45 in the morning, and it's October 19th, 1977. And I wanted to send this
I've met Kerry in person maybe 10 or 12 times over the years. The first time was in 1979, when my wife and I, Mickey, flew down to Orlando to see him. And we stayed with him and his family for, I think, 4 or 5 days. Went all around Orlando, and we just had a ball. Kerry and I, we hit it off as friends instantly. We had a lot of different tastes in movies and music and all that, but it didn't matter. We just sparked. We just got along very, very well as friends. In the 1980s, Kerry was very involved with cable TV. He was very industrious. He liked to do things. And he produced a public access cable TV show called The Nightlife Show, which is named after his radio show that he had in college called The Nightlife Show. And it was mainly about home video. He would take his portable Betamax all around Orlando and shoot different things that he thought would interest people. He talked about the hobby of home video, about collecting and all that. And he wanted me to contribute something to this cable TV show. So I began what he called the Cleveland Tech Report, where I would sit in front of a camera like this and talk about home video, my involvement. I would demo a new Betamax that came out and show how it worked, what new features were added to it, and whatever. And I contributed videos to his show for about 4 or 5 years. Now here's Kerry on the 4th anniversary of his Nightlife Show from 1984.
Hi, Cleveland. My name is Kerry Decker, and welcome to the first edition of The Nightlife Show, Viacom's only television show about television. Sit back for the next 30 minutes when you'll see some of the most unusual television you've ever seen. This is our first edition of The Nightlife Show up here in the Cleveland, Ohio area, but you're going to be seeing what's called the 4th anniversary show. That's because we've been going for 3 years down in the Orlando, Florida area, and beginning our 4th year, we're now also seen up here in Cleveland. It's great to be here, and I think you're really going to enjoy this program. So, sit back for the next 30 minutes and enjoy some of the most unusual television you've ever seen. It's all right here on The Nightlife Show. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to this special edition of The Nightlife Show. My name is Kerry Decker, and welcome to Central Florida's only television show about television. And this is the weekly gathering place of all the area video files, that is, those who are interested in videotape recording. And it's kind of the clubhouse, the get-together point of everybody here in the area for videotaping. And this is kind of special tonight. I had to even dress up a little bit extra and everything because it's our 4th anniversary. We're beginning our 4th year here on Orange Cablevision. It's hard to believe.
That was Kerry in 1984 with his 4th anniversary nightlife show. And here am I from the same year coming on camera real briefly with the Cleveland Tech Report.
Hi there, I'm Ray Glasser, and this is the Cleveland Tech Report. Now, for those of you who might be longtime viewers of the Nightlife Show, and you think you might have seen me before, you're right. I was popping up every once in a while over the last couple of years, promising to do these great shows about home video that I've never done. And the only real reason I can offer you for the absence of these shows is the fact I've never really owned my own color video camera. I've always had to beg, borrow, or steal someone else's camera here in town to do some shows with.
Okay, Kerry and I both became wedding videographers in the 1980s. We both shot a lot of weddings, and we initially edited these weddings on Betamax, then VHS and Super VHS. And eventually, as technology improved, and Kerry and I both kept up with technology very, very well over the years, we learned how to edit on a computer with what is called nonlinear editing, NLE. And in fact, Kerry took me to a CompUSA when I was down there in Florida, I think in like the late 1990s, and showed me how you can just drag and drop files over to a timeline and edit video on a computer. And I was blown away. I said, this is so incredibly easy, I can't believe it. So at that time, Kerry and I both went from using pause buttons and back timing and rewinding tapes to editing videos on a computer, and it is just so cool. It's so cool. Kerry actually helped me a lot in computers. I was going to not even get involved with computers, but when he started showing me what they can do and how cool they are, and we have something called email now, we both got involved with it very, very heavily. 1989, Kerry made it up to Cleveland to visit me, and he stayed here about 2 or 3 days, and I took him to some of the high points in Cleveland. And here is a real short opening to a video letter from Kerry from that year.
Hello there, Mr. Ray Glasser. It is indeed July 31st, 1989. And got your video letter, what, 3-4 days ago? And here we are making the reply to it. So this will be getting back to you in...
And this is a real brief glimpse of Kerry and myself in front of my house in Cleveland.
Got together and chat a little bit last night. Now, let's see, we're did some dubbing this morning already, right, and pulling in and checking out, seeing Corky and Lenny's for breakfast. Brunch. Right, right. And we got some more work to do yet today. And of course, the thing I want to do here is, of course, give a video tour to those back home.
In 1991, Kerry got married for the second time, and I went down to Florida with my wife and videotaped his wedding, which was a lot of fun to do that for him. Over the years, Kerry and I...